Hi folks, my name is Tatiana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Ethereal Entertainer. Today we're going to be doing some January 2023 predictions with some tarot cards for each astrological sign. This deck I'm featuring is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot by Rachel True. Absolutely love this deck. I got it as a gift for my birthday and I just had to share it with you. It's such a beautiful deck. Also, the book is very handy dandy. It has some pretty lengthy descriptions of the major arcana, different kinds of tarot card spreads that you can do. Very beginner friendly if you're looking for a first deck of yourself or just a deck in general. I highly recommend this one. Absolutely love it. So we're also going to be pulling an oracle card for this month's predictions of January 2023. The deck that I'm featuring, I featured in my readings for last month. It's called The Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. The guidebook is also very helpful. I love how she describes the cards and she includes soul inquiries and things like that. It's very cool. Help you tap into your high vibe self. So this bracelet I'm wearing is from my Etsy shop, The Ethereal Construct, made by yours truly. This bracelet features rhodonite, strawberry quartz, and matte crackle quartz beads. Feel free to check it out to see if you can find yourself some metaphysical jewelry to help you bring in the new year with great vibes and set good intentions. Yeah, let's get started. Hey Sagittarius, so we're going to get into your sun placement card. Here we have the Princess of Wands in reverse, also known as the Page of Wands. So in the upright position, this has to do with knowing and learning how to walk in your power. So knowing how to assert yourself, knowing how to carry yourself, and how to utilize your energy and your capabilities to get what you want. So when we're seeing this card in the upside down position, there is some issue with using our energy to manifest what we want. And it may look like, you know, you're having some issues with motivation. You may be having a hard time with believing in yourself and having that confidence in yourself that you're capable, that you're worth it, that you can go after and get what you want. Or it could be the adverse or the opposite, which is that you may be having so much energy, you may be feeling a little manic even, and focusing so much on yourself and the things that you want to accomplish that you may be disregarding the way that your energy impacts others. You may be, being a little overbearing, or maybe you may come off a little selfish. Maybe this is not your intention, but this may be the way that you're impacting others right now. You may have, gotten feedback from other people, or maybe from your job or something like that, where your energy is taken as being a little abrasive, or, you're not rising up to the challenge. And ultimately, it's up to you to assess yourself and figure out how you're feeling and what's going on, and be able to course correct from there. So, really assess where your energy is coming from and what your intentions really are. Are you acting with the purest of intentions? And are you thinking about yourself? Are you, believing in yourself? Are you dealing with any type of negative self-talk or negative dialogue? Or are you kind of, disregarding what other people's needs or desires may be and putting yourself first and doing so selfishly? You can put yourself first, you can prioritize yourself and your desires, but you don't have to step on any toes. That's not always necessary. Sometimes we're on the defense and there's no threat. Sometimes we're trying to protect ourselves from something when there's not actually anything we need to be protected from, you know. So this card is for you to, you know, reflect on how your energy is impacting other people right now and how you're using your energetic capabilities to get what you want, and if it's in line with your core values, who you are as a person, and how you want to make an impact on those around you. Alright, so we're going to get into your moon placement card. Here we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands has to do with defending our own honor, standing our ground, essentially knowing that we possess a power within ourselves and taking pride in it. You know, knowing that we will persevere and having resilience in regards to whatever it is that we're dealing with right now, whatever hardship or whatever things are being thrown our way. But when it's in this upside down position, we may be dealing with hardship or some type of tumultuous situation and we're feeling overwhelmed. We may be feeling like we're ready to give up. We're not feeling very resilient. We're feeling beat down. We're sick of it, over it, tired, you know. This is what this card represents. And you may feel like you have these people, or maybe the circumstances are just opposed to you, like you're just pushing against, and you're like, well, when is this gonna give? When are these circumstances or when are these people gonna see, you know, my side, or when are they gonna understand me? When am I gonna no longer be enemy number one? You know, that's what this card is representing, energetically speaking. And the thing is about this card is that seeing this energy, you know, it can be discouraging, but it doesn't have to be. That's the thing, it doesn't have to be. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be over it and distraught and to just like feel like giving up. It's okay to feel that way. The thing is though, is you have to assess if it's worth it to walk away and to, you know, say these circumstances are not worth saving and they're not worth fighting for, and to move on, or to say, yeah, I need to rest and retreat for a little bit. And I definitely stand on, you know, how I feel or what I said or what it is that I want to accomplish. And I need to take a little step back to rest and gather myself so that I can continue to defend myself. I can continue to keep fighting for what I want. And you have to figure out what this looks like for you. This may look like talking to somebody. This may look like, you know, withdrawing from the situation for a little bit, taking a little bit of time to take care of yourself and then coming back to it. You know, it's up to you ultimately to figure out what you need that is going to allow you to keep pursuing this and to keep going for what you want. It's not abnormal or out of the ordinary or cowardly to feel this way. Don't feel discouraged by this, because we all experience this. The thing is, you know, what we do about that makes or breaks the situation and makes or breaks our character and who we are. You know, this is when we rise to these occasions, what we do in these circumstances when we feel this way is what fosters our growth as individuals and allows us to create the circumstances that we're trying to achieve, that allows us to supersede, you know, what we were previously capable of and find that we're capable of more. So have some self-compassion right now. You know, be willing to, you know, give yourself a little space to feel how you're feeling, to you know, allow yourself to just be upset, to just be frustrated, to just be tired. You know, it's okay. It doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean that it's not worth fighting for. It doesn't mean that you're not going to win. It just means that it's time to take a little break and to figure out how you can change your strategy, how you can change your approach so that you can get what you want. Or to just assess the situation altogether. Is it worth fighting for? Is it worth it? It's good to, you know, take time to reflect on our circumstances. And it's needed. And that's what this card is telling you. Alright, we're getting into your rising card placement. We have the Temperance card, which is a major arcana card. this has to do with experiencing some mental or spiritual clarity. This has to do with essentially listening to the downloads that you're getting from the universe and leveling up. So this is honestly a pat on the back kind of card, I like to say, just because it's recognizing that you're growing as an individual, you're growing as a person. You may have recently embarked on a spiritual journey, or you may have recently, decided to take a bit more, time to take a look at your decisions and the way that you've handled things, or the way that you've, handled relationships or family life, etc. And you're growing from that. You're starting to see ways to better yourself, to bring yourself into alignment with the type of person you see yourself as and who it is that you want to be. That Temperance card is saying that you are on the right track and you're doing what you need to be doing. And that's really good, honestly. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. That's what the Temperance card is saying. Keep doing what you're doing. It is helping you get where you want to be, and it's creating growth within you that is noticeable. The universe is seeing it. The universe is noticing you. And you should be proud of yourself, because it is really hard to, course correct the way that we have been for so long, realizing that there are some things that we do that just are not healthy or are not beneficial for us. All right, we're going to read your oracle card for the month of January. So I have for you, Sagittarius, the Come to Me card. I'm going to read the description in the handbook, and then I will read the soul inquiry to you. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. Have you ever noticed how in summer, when the roses are at their fullest and their scent is hanging in the air, bees and other pollinators suddenly appear? Pollination happens when pollen from one plant mixes with pollen from another, or is transferred from the stigma of one flower to the stigma of another. Roses don't go running all over the place, reaching and grabbing. Rather, they rely on the bees to come to them. The rose is never reaching for the bee. It's never grasping or overstretching. It embraces what it is fully and allows life to come to it. It receives it fully. It doesn't open and close according to who walks by. It opens and blooms regardless. This card is about receiving abundance, rose style. It's an invitation to receive the sweetness of your life, to embrace the magnificence of who you are, and also to open yourself up to the possibility of receiving what you yearn for deeply. To be clear on what you desire. To trust that all that's meant for you wants to come to you. To state your desires out loud and let your yearnings be known. To ask for what you desire. Don't reach or grasp. Don't strive, control, or manipulate. That will leave you exhausted, parched, and brittle. This card delivers the message that true, sustainable abundance is coming. Connect with your sensual, true nature. Be unashamed of what you desire, and when it comes, relish every minute. Soul inquiry. What do you desire? What are you ready to open yourself up to receive? How can you attract like a flower? I think that's really cool. And this reminds me of a saying that I say to myself all the time, is that jellyfish have been here for a ridiculously amount of time. And they don't go chasing their food. They just float aimlessly through the ocean, and their food just gets caught in their tentacles. They don't even have brains, yet they've been here for longer than a vast majority of animal species on Earth, and they'll probably be here long after too. Be like a jellyfish or like a rose and attract what it is that you want to you. You don't have to chase. It's out there and it wants to find you. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. I hope that you found this reading to be insightful and very helpful, and that you have a great January and rest of 2023. Hit that notification bell and subscribe, and let's meet up back again on February and do this all over again. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. Bye!